Dear new university entrants, welcome to the university, the land of freedom and liberty until you have your first visit. Hey guys, welcome back to Do You with Esenam. If today happens to be the first time you're watching me, I'm Deborah Esenam and you're welcome to the channel. Please subscribe, don't forget to share this video with your loved ones and friends and leave a comment in the comment section. So my returning viewers, I appreciate you so much. You're welcome back to this episode. So in today's video, I actually have a message for a special group of people, and probably you may not be a part of it, but you may know somebody who needs this urgently. So kindly share and let's get right into the video. You can set high personal and academic standards for yourself and live up to them if only and only if you are focused. So you can get to the university and then you set your standards. Oh, the first year I have to do this, I have to do that, and you would find out asking yourself at the end of the semester, I'm like, yo, bro, was I the one who actually decided to do all of these things? It's easy to be to lose focus in the university. And let me tell you this, as a new university entrant, see, you don't get better grades as you move forward. And so you tell yourself that, oh, yeah, I'm just going to, mess up as much as possible. And when I'm getting to my third or fourth year, I get better. Whatever you start with is what you are going to end with. So if you want to get better grades or better GPA at level 300 and 400, you start it at level 100. Please take note, most of the times, the GPA is calculated such that your credit hours is divided by the total number of courses you do. And so the more your courses increases, the more your GPA comes down. So imagine the very first year, you didn't get to that high GPA you're supposed to get, and the more courses keeps adding up to it as you move on or as you progress to other levels. What do you think would happen to your GPA? Only live up to your personal and academic standards if you remain focused. Don't let anything let you deviate from that focus you've set for yourself prior to coming to the university. Now, the second thing here I'm going to say is that it's often true when people say we know is as important as what you know. And what am I talking about here? Networking. Try as much as possible to get to know people. Familiarize yourself with a lot of people as much as possible, but people would affect you positively. Get to know lecturers, get to know your professors, your teaching assistants, get to know colleagues, make acquaintances as many as possible, because even if they don't help you in your present field, you may need them some way, somehow, someday, okay? So get to meet a lot of people and network as much as possible. Another thing is that you can use these acquaintances you get to meet or know to your advantage. But please note, under no circumstances should you take advantage of them. It's a different thing to use somebody to your advantage and to take advantage of them. Do you get it? So please, make as many friends as you can, but then choose them. Don't let them choose you. Now, with the issue of your professors and the lectures and all of that, there are lots of people, or there are lots of students who will tell you that I don't even know the name of my professor or my lecturer. And it's surprising, because how do you expect the professor to actually get to know the names of over 100 students he's lecturing? For all you know, your class is not the only class he's lecturing. And so even though they would try hard to know a couple of students, trust me, it would be those students who are openly answering their questions, asking questions, trying to get to know them or get to know certain things, go the extra mile in their class to read ahead of the class and to ask relevant questions and all of that. And probably students who would actually confront them on a one-on-one basis to, ask questions and all of that. if I have a student like that, I would remember the student more than any other student in the class who is quiet all to himself and all of that. Another advantage of networking in this area would be, especially when it comes to your lecturers or professors, would be when it comes to the time you really need a reference letter or somebody to recommend you and all of that. They get to know you. I mean, if you come to me to write a reference letter for you as your lecturer or professor and I don't know you, what am I going to write about you? You get it? Yes. So all of these actually gets to help you some way, somehow. Another thing I would like to focus on right after networking would be friendship. And if you take notes, I actually mentioned that you should choose them and don't let them choose you. Nobody is an island, and of course, you're definitely going to make friends regardless of who you are. There are some people who are like, oh, and I'm very quiet and I'm the shy type and I am introvert and what's not. Yes, regardless of who you are, you definitely get to meet somebody who relates to what you are and what you stand for, and you guys can flow together. So you're definitely going to make friends one way or the other. Now, this is where it comes down to. Friends can support you in your efforts to maximize the benefits of your college education. But friends who are set on having a good time at the expense of a good education is detrimental to your life. So when you intend making friends, get to know people or get to make friends who express high social, academic, and personal values. This would go a long way in helping you, okay? If you are always with friends that are like, yo, let's go party, hey, and this house is this house is doing this, this association is doing this, oh, and then this artist is coming in town or coming to town, and you know, it's all about having fun, enjoyment, and chilling. You are doomed. And you know, there are those friends who are like that, but trust me, at your blind side, they are seriously learning, studying, because people are wicked though. You all go out there to have the fun and everything, and you come back very tired. Whilst you're sleeping, they are busy learning. And when you wake up and you want to learn, they come back to worry you. And then you go back to having fun again. You come back and you come and sleep. At the end of the day, who is losing? So please, advise yourself. Now, the fourth thing I'm going to talk about would be the issue of chill and poor. I don't know, but most students, including myself, I've actually gone through that process or that stage before, where it got to a time I didn't feel like learning. I would not read, I will not learn anything. I mean, I'll make notes in class and all of that, but that ends it. I would never go back to my notes, go through them until exams time. And that is when I burn the midnight candle, maybe put a whole night or two down to learn everything and go and write the exams. Do you know what you are doing to yourself? You have no idea. Please, under no circumstances should you do that. Please, I'm begging you. Now, what happens is that after doing the chill and the pour, or the chewing and the pouring, what happens is you become empty. Trust me, on the job market or on the field of the job, whatever, nobody is looking for empty vessels to use or empty buckets to use, okay? Everybody's looking out for what you can bring to the table or what you have actually learned and how best you can utilize what you've actually learned from the university. You understand? There are other people who actually train, and then at the end of the day, they train you, you learn on the job, and then they employ you. That is very different. What if it happens that you find yourself in a situation whereby you are supposed to now implement all you've learned all your days in the university, and all you've been doing for 4 to 6 years is chew and pour? Oh my God, you're in serious trouble. If you study a particular course and you don't understand, there are TAs around. You can book an appointment with your professor so you get to have that one-on-one, conversation. Ask questions in class. Read vastly, read widely. Like, information is key. So try as much as possible to understand rather than doing chill and poor. Does it make sense? Yeah, I think so. All right, so moving on, I think another thing I'm going to add to this whole thing would be verify your sources before you take any action. There are times we hear that, okay, lectures has been cancelled, only for you to know that it has actually happened. So where did that information come from in the first place? Yeah, verify all information before you make any decision. Trust me, you need it. That's one other thing you should take note of. And then the last thing I would mention would be try as much as possible to do other extracurricular activities that would not only make you have fun, but will benefit you and others as well. So volunteering to do something, and you may never know what that could lead you to. And if you get the opportunity, go for leadership positions. Like, stand for leadership positions. It will help you serve, it will help you meet people, it will help you explore your weaknesses and your strength, and it will build your capacity, to work under pressure and all of that. So as much as possible, when you get the opportunity, go for leadership position. Now I'm going to conclude with this. So the university is such that it's an embodiment of different people from different parts of the world with different agendas, visions. You get to meet different cults, groups, and all of that. Like, there is the good, the bad, the worst. Like, you find everything there. So take God seriously at all times and pray at all times. Yes, so this is what I'm going to end for today. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. And even if you didn't enjoy, I'm sure you learned something. And of course, probably you don't need it, but I'm sure somebody needs it. So please share. I beg you, share. And don't forget to leave a comment in the comment section. You can also share your experiences with us. That's if you're still in the university, or you are done, or you're now about entering. You can share your expectations, your goals, and all of that. Yeah, let's get to know what you think in the comment section. Yeah, without much ado, I'm just going to end here. Until my next video. Don't forget to do you, and do you. Bye.